Christmas, sir.
It certainly is, Lucy.
No VHSs today for those who are enough of the VHS. There was one Patreon exit survey that was like, too many VHS, too many guests. And you have to assume that that's somebody who subscribed to the Patreon because of AVGN or something. And then, there was one comment that kind of politely, mildly goes, more VHS? Maybe give it a break for 1 week.
Not today, old friend.
I got gifts, and I know you got a gift from Zach as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I can show it as well.
So let's do this. Just yesterday, I got in a pretty amazing gift from, so Zach slobs for us and Levi slobs for us. He did the Boxmac VHS tapes. I got a DM from him and he was like, do you drink coffee? Does anybody around there drink coffee? And I was like, well, not me. John sorta, Nina very much, like loves coffee. And he was like, does she, make her own? Does she roast her own stuff? Or does she just always just go out? And I was like, generally, like, we don't have a coffee maker or anything like that. So it's normally like a weekend treat or something. She tries to keep the caffeine to a minimum and stuff. So get this. So he says, Frayne crew, greetings from the Great White North. It snows as I write, and though the season brings cold, I hope your home and hearts are warm with the glow of a coming Christmas. It's kind of like a Civil War letter. As for the package before you, this is my little bit of holiday greetings. Frankie, the copy I found of Superstar, he's talking about Jesus Christ Superstar, which, remember we were talking about blaming James Rolfe for everything, and I started doing a rendition. I was like, talk to me, Bimmy Rolfe. Yes. Look.
Oh, my God.
That's the best thing ever. If that's all I get for Christmas, that is such a good gift for me.
So what did you just, is that a laser disc?
That's not a vinyl. That's a laser disc.
That person loves you.
Right. Yeah. It's like, there are a few things you can get me that are like that spot on, like a double whammy of Frankiness. Levi is also a believer. And he had never seen Jesus Christ Superstar. And I was like, oh, come on. Like, you have to. And he edited that clip. And so, like, his first exposure to, like, the pilot scene and all that was from editing our clip. And
God.
I was like, come on, man. You got to see it. The movie's very 70s. There's a Tim Minchin, who's a famous atheist, who he was part of like a huge arena tour of it in 2012. And I that's a really great rendition of it as well. I guess he picked this up. I think he watched this on his Laserdisc setup and then he sent it over to me.
Wow.
Is now yours, and I hope it doesn't already reside in your collection in this form factor. It does not. I have it on Blu-ray. I have it on DVD, but not Laserdisc. And now that's the only way I'm ever going to watch it.
Wow.
The cards are from my personal collection. You sent me, remember these, EJ? This kind of shit?
Oh, dude, it's zapping into my brain. I got a pack of exactly those when I was a kid.
Right?
Exactly those.
I have some Power Rangers ones. I have some Nintendo ones as well. A top 5 comic book movie for me, I think. And he hit the nail on the head. He said, the cards are from my personal collection. I felt they would be appropriate for the season. All this talk about what's a Christmas movie. Batman Returns, as James Rolfe pointed out, is a Christmas movie. Nina, as the resident coffee drinker, I send a bag of my family label. My father has been roasting coffee for over a decade, and this is a favorite among our patrons. I hope you agree. Pure bean, Prairie blend, Africa, Central and South America, dark chocolate and dried fruit. And so I don't even drink coffee. Like, I don't like coffee, right?
Yeah.
This smells so good.
You could send some to me.
Would you like some coffee?
I drink so fucking much coffee.
Do you really? I didn't know that about you.
I drink again. It's like the the Wile E. Coyote cartoon and the dog and how they like check out and check in at the end of the day. Coffee is most of the day, and then it checks out, and then wine and whiskey check in.
When we found out that his parents were coffee people, we were like, is he Tweak from South Park?
I'm basically Tweak.
The aroma is really, really nice.
Oh, man.
And it's really strong. Like when we put it in a cabinet, and when you open the cabinet, like the whole kitchen smells like nice, fresh coffee.
Oh,
dude. I think now you're going to end up getting a bag. I think Nina, because she was kind of like, she's holding the bag. She's smelling it. She's like loving it. I think she's starting to get ideas of like, maybe I should be making coffee at home. Maybe like this, but I don't want too much caffeine around.
Well, Nina can talk to me because I grind my own beans. I have a French press. We can talk.
Coffee talk may happen after all. And she goes, I heard her in the other room. She goes, Like, it was like a gasp. And I was like, what? She's like, I'm going to make cold brew with it.
Oh yeah, I make cold brew all the time too. Baby, we should talk.
You and me, Shaleski. And she stuck it in the fridge, and she was tomorrow morning. She's going to have a hell of a time with this. So thank you.
Awesome.
Glow, though I'm not sure if you wear earrings yet. Yeah, not just yet. She's 7. Although there are kids with pierced ears.
Yeah, my niece, she had her, because like her father was Hispanic. She had her ears pierced like as soon as like was like legally they were able to.
We're in a Portuguese area, and it's sort of the same thing. The jackalope is a legendary creature out here on the plains and a stranger to coastal waters. So he got these jackalope earrings, which are pretty cute.
Oh, have the body of a jackrabbit and the antlers of an antelope. That's the Okie Dokie Brothers. They have a song called Jackalope. Look it up. It's awesome.
It's almost like they don't exist at all.
Hope these companions adjust well to Westport and remind you that this is a big country that's still wild. To all of you, I wish a Merry Christmas. May the Lord bless you in the season to come. Warm regards, Levi Reed Cap. Pretty awesome stuff here.
That's awesome, Levi.
And this is from a slob, you know? I should be sending him gifts.
I know, seriously.
Right? Come on now. And speaking of slobby gifts, Zach sent you and I something. You want to show us what he sent you?
Right out of the blue, like on Discord, he's like, "Oh, you should have got something. It's just something arrived." I was like, "What?" And so
check your mailbox. There's going to be something in that mailbox.
Yeah, Vince Gilligan called me up, and look at this. It's the Muppet Christmas Carol soundtrack on vinyl. This is beautiful.
That's pretty awesome.
The beautiful artwork. And I was like, I don't have a vinyl player, and I really want to just get. I actually want one because recently they sold this guy who recreated the Super Metroid soundtrack, like using the original samples. He made it on vinyl and sold it. And I almost bought it.
Like it's like chiptune music on vinyl.
Yeah, it's like, but it's the original samples that they used to make the music before they converted it to whatever Super Nintendo.
Oh, so it's almost like physical recordings.
Yeah, it's definitely like samples of song, like music.
That's cool.
But it's before it becomes the SNES music that we know today. And he released it on vinyl, the person who made this. And I almost bought it, but I just been buying too much stupid shit that I didn't. And I wanted to buy a record player to play it, and now I have another excuse to get one.
Yeah, I guess vinyl was kind of like one of the last like legacy media things that we've yet to play with.
I know, and it's definitely like something that even Walmart still has vinyl, like because it's kind of it's got its niche.
So yeah, he sent me a vinyl as well, and this is just awesome. It's Animaniacs on vinyl.
Ooh.
And look at that art. And what maybe you can't see is it's embossed. So you can feel up Wacko.
You can feel him. You can feel him. So yeah, this does have the with the Ghost of Christmas Past, the cut song.
Love is gone.
There's like 5 good reasons to leave that song in the movie for sure. Most of all, like there's the scene without it is not that sad, and if you cut it, Gonzo and Rizzo are like crying. Like Rizzo's like weeping, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense. And then there's also like the fact that song reprises at the end, just the love we found during that, earlier in the movie, it's the love we lost or whatever.
No, we had to cut it for studio notes. It's fine.
I guess so. But yeah, now like the hack is that on Disney Plus you can
select it.
I don't think the Blu-ray. If you have the Blu-ray, I don't think you're getting it.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I mean, I believe there's like a version with the DVD because the DVD or something had it, and so or the VHS maybe even had it.
Don't do this!
Even though we promised no VHS. One quick comment on that. Somebody had commented, they were like, because we were talking about why VHS, and somebody was like, for me, the reason is because there's a lot of media that's just never been on any other format. And so the only way I can watch it is through VHS. And while I think that's a cool reason to do it, my reaction was like, you probably should get on top of like digitizing that stuff. Like we definitely want to make copies of certain things before they go away forever.
One more comment about Muppet Christmas Carol. I think it is my favorite version of the Christmas Carol. Was it Nina who was like, oh wait, there's not 2 Marleys?
Yeah, it was John.
Oh, John.
We were at Christmas Place, and he was like, "Look, the Marley Brothers," and we're like, "It's not Marley Brothers."
But it's so iconic that you think that there are.
When I was a kid, the big Christmas Carol was Trinity Rep in Providence, Rhode Island. Every year they did it, and it was very good. It's Trinity Rep, really, really good performances. But anyway, every single year they were like, "This year," and this is in the '90s, mind you. This is before Put a Chick in It, Make Her Gay. Every single year they were like, but this year, Scrooge is a woman. And every year they acted like it had never been done before. And I'm like, this is like the 7th year in a row that it's a chick. It's an angry old lady as Scrooge. And I gotta tell you, like, it does change the story a bit. Like, because she has, I think in that version now, his sister is actually her sister. And so like this, that kind of changes the dynamic a bit. And,
It does, yeah.
Or for her to have like a male business partner that she was like kind of that entrenched with. Yeah, I don't know. It changes things a bit.
And then, yeah, of course, there's the meme that like Michael Caine plays it as serious as a heart attack, and that's so true. He's just he's really committed to the role. It really sells the whole thing.
He's like, if I'm playing Scrooge, I'm playing Scrooge. Ebenezer Scrooge from A Christmas Carol. I don't care how many puppets are around me.
They are funny intrinsically, and if I was to try and be funny, it wouldn't be funny. So the more realistic I am, the funnier it is.
Like, who are some other actors who have stood alongside Muppets? I mean, Tim Curry, of course. Like, you either have to, I think, be like a Shakespearean actor, or you have to yourself be a Muppet. Like Tim Curry, or
absolutely
Jason Segel. We recently rewatched, because Gloria, like, I couldn't get her into a Muppet movie from the 70s, of course. I couldn't, but even though she likes the Rainbow Connection song, she like sings that around the house. I was like, oh, well, I could show you like where that started. And she was like, no. Even Muppet Christmas Carol, she dips out of. So I was like, let me try. But she likes the Muppet Babies show, the new one that's on Disney Plus. And it's a pretty good show. Especially like if you're, I think that show is single-handedly carrying the Muppets right now, because I don't think anything else is really making the Muppets known to like new humans.
No. I don't think my kids would know. Like, I haven't even shown them the Muppet Christmas Carol yet, so I don't even think I think they'd be confused by the whole concept.
But we showed her the Jason Segel 2012 one, the one that was called The Muppets, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And you know what? She thought she was like pretty damn into that one. Like it was like, I don't know, somehow like just modern enough. Somehow it got her in. It's weird. Yeah. Kids are weird. Like and they really do reject old shit.
I remember doing that myself. Like you'd be like, they're talking old. It looks old. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, for sure. And then you get a little, you get college aged, and you're like, I'd like to watch His Girl Friday from the 1930s.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you have any accusations to make them in the proper manner. Otherwise, I'll have to ask you to get out.
You'll ask me to what?
Get out.
Subscribe to Red Cow Entertainment on Patreon for full episodes every other week.